Ifon and Ilobu communities following fresh communal clash. Defense Headquarters vows to combat terrorists and their collaborators in Nigeria. The federal government urges Emir of Kano to rise above personal interest amid comment on economic reforms. On the foreign scene, Israel escalates strikes on Gaza just hours after announcing a ceasefire and hostage release deal. Good evening. This is News at 7 on West Spring Television. My name is Tomilola Daniel. A sequel to an outbreak over yet another communal clash between Ifon and Ilobu communities, Governor Ademola Adeleke has ordered that a curfew must be imposed in the two warring communities with immediate effect. The Commissioner for Information and Public Enlightenment, Oluomo Kolapo Alimi, made this known today in a statement. To forestall further escalation of the crisis, the governor has approved that a 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. curfew be imposed with immediate effect starting from today, Thursday, 16th of January 2025, until further notice. A contingent of all security personnel comprising the army, police and civil defense has been accordingly deployed to the warring communities to forestall further anarchy. All stakeholders in the areas were also advised to cooperate with the state government to resolve the issues amicably at ensuring lasting peace. The Defense Headquarters has vowed to combat terrorists and their collaborators in Nigeria. A DHQ spokesman, Major General Edward Buba, attributed the resurgence of attacks in Borno State to the influx of foreign agents who are reinforcing the terrorists terrorizing the Northeast. Addressing a news conference in Abuja on Thursday, General Buba said the situation was made worse by local collaborators disclosing troops movement. He acknowledged that the troops have recorded attacks in Damboa, Chibok, and the Goza of Borno State in recent times, but reiterated the commitment of the military to combat terrorists and the collaborators to ensure a safe Nigeria. An unspecified number of military personnel were missing in a recent ambush by Boko Haram terrorists in Baga on the fringes of Lake Chad. The soldiers were reportedly ambushed while trying to recover the dead bodies of 40 residents killed by the insurgents when they were ambushed. Several soldiers were also shot dead in the gun battle that ensued. Also, days ago, terrorists linked to the Islamic State group reportedly killed 6 soldiers in a raid on a military base in Borno State. The United Nations has condemned the recent mass killing of civilians in Kukawa area of Borno State, northeastern Nigeria. A statement by the humanitarian coordinator of the UN in Nigeria, Mohammed Malik, described the killing of at least 40 civilians in Domba community on 12 January 2025, reportedly by members of a non-state armed group, as horrifying. The victims, who were mostly farmers and fishermen, were reportedly killed after allegedly breaching the non-state armed group ban on farming activities. Malik condoled the bereaved families and wished the injured a speedy recovery and said that UN stands in solidarity with the people and the government of Borno State. He demanded that the killers be identified and made to face the full wrath of the law. Moving on, the Police Service Commissioner Thursday approved the appointment of Mila Gajere as the Substantive Commissioner of Police, Kogi State Command. The Commission also approved the appointment of Betty Eknekben Otimei as the Substantive Commissioner of Police for Edo State. In a statement announcing the appointment, the PSC spokesperson Ikechukwu Ani noted that the commissioners of police for the two states are due for retirement. Commissioner of Police for Kogi, Chukwuka Bertrand Onoa, is expected to retire from service on the 22nd of January 2025, while CP Peter Moro of Edo State will be due for retirement on the 25th of January 2025. A heated exchange erupted in the National Assembly on Thursday during the 2025 budget defense session as Inspector General of Police Kayode Egbetokun presented the Nigeria Police budget. Tensions rose when two lawmakers raised concerns that the IGP's presentation did not align with the document they had received. The committee chairman's attempt to allow the IGP to continue while the issue was resolved met strong resistance, leading to a heated shouting session. The dispute escalated, prompting a senator to stage a walkout. Order was eventually restored, and the IGP resumed his presentation, reiterating his long-standing call for the NPF to be removed from the restrictive envelope budget system. He argued that the current budgeting framework hampers the force's ability to effectively address national security challenges. In response, several lawmakers threw their weight behind the idea of reviewing the budgeting process for the police, suggesting a shift towards a more flexible and needs-based funding model. In other news, there was tension in Port Harcourt, the Rivers State capital, on Thursday as police barricaded part of the road leading to the People's Democratic Party (PDP) secretariat along Aba Road. Development came amid reports that the newly constituted acting executive committee of the party, formed after a court nullified the elected executive, planned to take over the secretariat complex. Although the planned takeover by the acting executive committee was suspended, both sides held separate briefings to assert the authority over the party, signaling that the crisis was far from being resolved. There was also a crowd of party supporters, both within and outside the party secretariat complex. The Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission has announced plans to arraign 3 former appointees of the ex-governor of Kaduna State, Nass, in this new 64 million naira money laundering case. The former appointees include the ex-senior special advisor and counselor to the governor, Lawal Adebisi, the former accountant general of Kaduna State, Umar Waziri, and the former finance commissioner, Yusuf Inuwa. A statement on Thursday by the commission spokesman, Demola Bakari, revealed that Solar Life Nigeria Limited, the company whose bank account allegedly received the diverted funds, was also joined in the suit. The 4 accused persons expected to appear in court on Friday, 17th of January 2025, to take their plea. Last week, the ICPC, in a separate charge, arraigned the former Chief of Staff and Commissioner of Finance in Kaduna State, Al-Haji Muhammad Bashir Saidu, for a money laundering suit. 10 persons have been killed in a fatal accident in Okete village, Okuyuku Oglewu in Omini, local government area of Benue State. The accident occurred on Wednesday after a mining truck ran into a bus with 6 occupants before crashing into a residential building, killing a family of 4. According to a community leader, Ika Bernard, after the count, 10 persons were confirmed dead, and others are receiving treatment at the St. Daniel Hospital, Otupo. The community located along the Otupo local Oweto Abuja Road has been thrown into mourning following the incident, which also left many houses and businesses premises destroyed. In Zamfara State, Governor Dauda Lawal has approved the employment of 2,000 teachers across the state. The governor made the announcement while presiding over the Executive Council meeting at the Government House Council Chamber in Gusau. A statement by the governor's spokesperson, Sulaiman Bala Idris, revealed that the planned recruitment of teachers fulfills promises made during the campaign. The statement noted that education, being the second priority of Governor Lawal's administration, has received significant attention and is already yielding desired results. The federal government on Thursday reacted to recent remarks by the Emir of Kano, Muhammadu Sanusi II, who commented on the economic reforms introduced under President Bola Tinubu's administration, urging the Emir to rise above personal interest. Sanusi, who spoke at a public event in Lagos on Wednesday, acknowledged the necessity of the reforms, but revealed his decision not to publicly advise the government, citing personal reasons. In a statement released by the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Muhammad Idris, the government acknowledged Sanusi's right to express his views. However, it criticized his admission of withholding support, suggesting it stemmed from personal grievances rather than an objective assessment of policies. The government urged the Emir to rise above personal interest and partisan undertones and prioritize the greater good of Nigerians. The government noted that the temporary pains currently experienced are a necessary consequence of decades of irresponsible economic management. President Bola Tinubu on Thursday congratulated the first national chairman of the All Progressives Congress (APC), Chief Bisi Akande, on his 86th birthday, describing Chief Akande as a truly progressive and committed Taoist. President Tinubu lauded his contributions to Nigeria's democracy, nation building, and development. According to the president, Chief Akande's life epitomizes selfless service, which has been his guiding principle throughout his political career. This was contained in the Thursday statement signed by the Special Advisor, Information and Strategy to the President, Bayo Onanuga. The President highlighted Chief Akande's pivotal role in the APC's victory in the 2015 elections, noting that his efforts were instrumental in laying the foundation for the party's success. You're watching news at 7 on Western Spring Television. Still to come. Troops lose 5 soldiers, neutralized 6 terrorists during coordinated operation against Lakurawa terrorists in Sokoto State. We'll bring you more on this when we return. Please stay with us.